Hello, I am Adal, and today we're casting the first set of the main event in the Hun Wars 2021 tournament, which is a tournament where you only play as the Huns on Arabia and preferably on fast speed, though players have the option of playing on standard speed, which these players did. So in the first set here we have GhettoLiquidator in the blue playing against Akkal in the green. So Akkal is a Norwegian player who mostly plays random civ on open maps like Arabia. And he is the underdog here at around 1300 elo. While GhettoLiquidator in the blue here is more of an arena player and is situated at around 1500 elo at the moment. So a bit higher here. As for the maps, I think Akkal definitely have the worst map here, having his both of his stone mines are very exposed, as well as his main gold pile. So this can be a little bit tough for him to wall. While GhettoLiquidator, on the other hand, has a very closed map in comparison. You could do some kind of Treasure of Sea here on this map. He has most of his resources in the back. He has woodlands in the back, although so does Akkal, that is on the left side. On the right side here too. This, as you can see, very hard to wall. So Akkal has his berries in the back at least. So if Ghetto wants to hit the berries, he must go past his woodline here or go free stone center. So that's gonna be tough, while Ghetto's berries are very exposed in front. Though, as it's a reasonable amount of space to wall here. Not too much. Okay, so now we can see that GhettoLiquidator has 4 villagers on woodland. I'm taking 10 gold on the gold there, which looks like the rush for sure. You can almost afford a barracks. Just need 5 more wood. There we go. Akkal actually also have 4 villagers on wood. Usually as Huns you will see 3 villagers in wood, even when you go for man-at-arms, because they save so much wood because of their no house bonus. I'm not sure if Akkal is aware of this, or if he's just going for another strategy himself that isn't necessarily meta. Akkal's doing a good job of pushing his hostages, which are reasonably close. So we get those, but he's not going to pay attention to that right now, it seems. Akkal actually getting loom at 20 pop. Is he going to go up already? I think so. You know, GhettoLiquidator is starting to walling now, and he's queuing up militias. This is a pre-mill rush, so it's a bit faster than the older rush. Pre-mill rush has become pretty standard now. It was Hong, I believe, or Huang, who popularized it. Now you can see top players also using it. Akkal wisens up and walls his berries. Maybe he saw the barrack. Yeah, he did see the barrack. We pass up before it would be reasonable for scouts. Akkal notices a villager there. Doesn't have a loom. He's getting it now, however, but he might lose a villager there. Or will he get away? Okay, he got away. Ah, and Akkal lost his scout. That's so unfortunate. Meanwhile, Akkal is now approaching Akkal's woodline. Not much microing going on there. Ghetto could definitely have micro that better. There's not a villager. For berries now. Might lose the scout, but at least he keeps the berries open. It looked like Akkal wanted to quick wall there, but he couldn't because of the scouts. This is very good for Ghetto. Kills one villager and serves the berry pickers, the foragers. Oh man, he's even gonna get a second villager. This is very good value for GhettoLiquidator. Man, maybe even a third villager. Come on, GhettoLiquidator, be careful now. Ah, okay. Okay, so he didn't get that one. Meanwhile, Akkal is queuing up a lot of scouts. Even idling his town center. Didn't expect that to happen, obviously. Meanwhile, GhettoLiquidator is almost fully wild. It's now going full age at 30 population, having lost one militia and a scout. So it will be like standard 32 pop-up just FC. Akkal now sending 2 scouts and clear out those militias. Good micro head, taking minimum amount of damage. Nice. So Akkal has lost, has been damaged quite a bit. Not only losing 2-3 villagers there, but also having so much idle time. He does not have his farms up, at least. Oh, he's actually going for stone. He's got 5 scouts there, trying to break through. Get to simply waltz behind it for now. It seems like Ghetto has a bit too few villagers on farms to go up. Okay, so now Akkal is sending 3 villagers ahead. Presumably to make a tower. Yeah, on the berries. The berries are almost exhausted now, so I don't think this is the ideal position. It would have been much better to put it on the gold, so that at least he would idle this gold pile. This is the right approach, I think, to someone going Rush FC. Or just going FC in general. To keep the aggression up and try to break through, because they are gonna be very weak while going up. So now the tower is up, and he should be able to break through. But meanwhile, Ghetto is going Castle Edge. He's making a tower of his own, trying to wall behind this. Okay. He does wall up in time. This gate is pretty weak. And this palisade isn't built yet. So he might still break through it. Okay, he didn't. Though he could have. It wouldn't take many hits to take down that gate. Akkal actually getting fletching and skill barding for his units there. He's adding a archery range. He's going all in there. Get to go for another layer of wall. So 3 layers of walls. can imagine Akkal being pretty frustrated there at this point. Oh, he doesn't manage to break through, however. And now is the time for him to do some damage. 60 villagers here now. I get 1 or 2 villagers. Okay, 1. Okay, just 1 villager for now. No towering this woodline. GhettoLiquidator started to make some preemptive walls. Just down 2 stables, of which Akkal is yet to see, so he doesn't actually know what Ghetto is up to. He'll undoubtedly be making some knights now. Yep, he's cleaning them up. This is a bit sloppy from Ghetto. Might lose a lot of villagers there. It's a pretty good value for Akkal. Akkal's actually 5 villagers ahead, but he's still in the fuel age. Man. That's a lot of damage that Akkal did. But Akkal still keeping the pressure up. He's nowhere near castle age yet. His eco isn't really the best. You can see he's flooding a lot of wood. Essentially, you don't need so many villagers and wood. Like with generic sys, you would have like 10. With the hunts, you can have 9, 8. He's actually making some preemptive stone walls there, knowing that he's gonna be raided soon by knights. Okay, he's getting pretty tired of these towers, so it's just bashing them down. At this point, Akkal is actually 9 villagers ahead. As you can see, there's no queue up here for Ghetto, so his eco is pretty bad at this point as well. Ghetto is in his base with some knights. Akkal is ready with some spearmen. Wow, Akkal actually went double barracks to counter Castage Knights with feudal spearmen. No, triple barracks. This has to be a mistake. Three barracks in feudal age, that's crazy. But we'll get to be able to push through here with only knights. You might have to adapt. Get to actually walling in Akkal's archery range. Trying to rearrange his economy a bit. Akkal still with a good wheel lead, 10 villagers ahead. He takes a good fight here, not losing any knights. Does take some damage though. Ah, it's a bit sloppy. Lost the knight for free and a lot of HP. Oh man, that was really bad. This was actually an incredibly even game at this point. Akkal is now going up. Now Ghetto is the one to put on the pressure. He does have the advantage of having went in Carthage fast for longer, having more infrastructure and a strong army. It's actually trying to break down the barrack. It's a good call, I think. Something making scorpions to counter the spearmen. Perfect. Knights and scorpions is it's a really strong combo here. Kind of an even fight in terms of resources here. So, okay, Akkal is actually keeping up the eco production. I do a second town center. While Ghetto remains in one town center for now. Ghetto's focusing down the barracks there. I think Ghetto could be doing some more raiding. It's being annoying to deny Akkal resources. Have some nice Israel, for example. Okay, it's doing some good raiding now. Doesn't have to kill to diminish his economy. I think at this point Ghetto should be unstoppable. Unless he too stayed on one town center and went Pike Siege. That will be the best counter to this, I think, at this point of the game. So with mangonels to counter the scorpions, and pikes to be economically viable against knights. Akkal actually doubles down on booming here, which I think is a mistake. He doesn't need another town center, he needs to place more farms. Or I should say secure farms, because he has good farms here, but that is idle. More farms, a siege workshop, and let's go full pike and siege. It seems his economy is just too tormented at this point. Oh. Okay. This could have gone better. But I wouldn't blame Akkal for that. That was good counter by Ghetto. I think it's GG at this point. Ghetto is slowly starting to surpass his builder count, and he has the momentum going. Akkal simply doesn't have an answer to this. I know Ghetto has manuals too. Let's take down TCs. Yeah, this is GG. You can't continue booming against someone going all in castle. Still even mill count. There's some economy going on now, but we don't have time to make anything. It's just too much from Ghetto. Just now adding a tons of Akkal actually trying to make a sneak stable here. Someone goes left side. This is a good call, but it's too late. If it came 10 minutes sooner, it would have been good actually. It's still fully walled, as you see, so you might have seen it and just quick wall it. You never know. It's kind of an interesting game. Okay, I don't really have much more to say about that. Let's go over to game number 2. if it will load. Alright, game number 2 between GhettoLiquidator and Akkal. So this time Akkal has a bit better map. He can easily wall this map, and he has 3 woodlands to go to. He has gold and stone in the back, close zebras. So his berry bushes are in the front. So I'm not sure which map I would prefer here. Maybe Akkal's, because it's a bit more compact. It's less to wall. So get those spaces also pretty good. Berries and resources in the back. Actually, Ghetto has all his gold in the back here. That's amazing. So if attack were to do something the same that he did last game, I think I would like chain towers in this direction and over to this woodland. From the left side, wood turret. He scouts this. So he's found his gold, berries and stone. Is Ghetto gonna do the same thing as he did last game? Oh, Akkal actually laming Ghetto's rhino here. Oh, and Ghetto even lost his scout. Man, that's a disaster. Not only does he lose his scout, but he's also lamed. Top of it. What's okay? He almost lost his scout there. But he survived. Okay, so Akkal also going with 4 villagers and wood this time as well. As you see, he's flooding a lot of wood already. Kind of an awkward position for a barrack. Could have made it more between his tip of the woodline here and berries. It would have been a more logical point of a wall. Okay, so Ghetto might struggle a bit here. Couldn't queue both militias and villagers at the same time, so he's going forward a bit. Okay, actually I did, never mind. I thought it was just 2. He's trying to compensate for the lamed war by sending some villagers straight to hunt zebras. Not the worst way to fix it. And of course it's hard to go aggressive when you're lamed. Okay, so Ghetto now doing the same thing as the last game, rushing with 3 militias, but they might not have much scouting intel, as you see. At least he knows where his TC is, so he won't go into it. Akkal writes F. Is he repairing his sound? Okay, so now he's going man-at-arms, Mr. Akkal. Actually going for militias. Okay. Akkal not paying attention, might lose a villager there. Ah, and he does. Yeah. I often see players like delete a mill or stone camp in such a situation. But honestly, I'd rather lose a villager than a mining camp or a lumber camp at this stage of the game. So Akkal is now up. So he's missing 3 gold to make man-at-arms. To make the man-at-arm upgrade, I mean. He's doing stone wall, quick walls. So there's no breaking through here, that's for sure. But he's having some idle time here. It's pretty bad. There's a lot of idle time. Oof. come on, Akkal, make some villagers. You're flooding resources. A pro tip I can give you that I heard from the Viper long ago, back when Hun Wars was a thing in the early 2010s, was to always try to keep your resources as low as possible. To always try to use the resources as soon as they come in. That way you should always be ahead. Because if you flood a lot of resources, that means you're not putting resources into army or defenses. Then your enemy, who is more resource efficient, can break through and take advantage of it. So he's having a lot of idle time here. He's struggling. He's slow to place stone farms. Let's place them now though. Okay, Akkal going on the frontal attack now. Length arms. Ghetto going for Drush FC again. He's focusing on the walls here, so he might lose his militias. No, okay, pays attention. Does lose one though. And Akkal should be able to clear out the militias with the scouts. Okay, he actually went double stable, which is crazy. Like you might think that he can do it because he got an extra rhino, right? Like 3 boars basically. But his eco was so inefficient that it's not worth it. Like even if he didn't have any idle time, I don't think it would work worth it. Because keep in mind that Hun's stables they work 20% faster. So it's really not necessary as Huns, especially. And there's no guarantee yet that he's gonna break through either. So I think that would have been better spent on some farms. As you see, Ghetto is actually ahead. Even when he's going to go for a castle soon. Okay, he's not actually having enough gold. Akkal is still desperate to get through, but he's making a few archers to try to withhold these men-at-arms. It will be paying attention to the upper side there. Yeah. Okay. So Ghetto is 4 villagers ahead. That's kind of devastating at this stage of the game. Ah, it looked like... Yeah, Ghetto will be too late to wall this. He's finally gonna break through. He's not sending his scouts around. It's a long way to go around. He's gonna lose a villager there, it seems. Man, imagine how much damage he could do if his scouts were at this place. Could run into the villagers. It's not a lot of villagers, and to go with the might as well. So get this going castlish now. It's gonna make a stable. So he's gonna go for knights. So it seems that he just made the archers to deter the men-at-arms. No upgrades in these scouts yet. If he just runs through here, he can do some damage. If he just takes all his scouts and runs through. He runs through with a few here, but he has some idle scouts here. 3 idle scouts here, 3 here. If he just came with everyone and attacked the wood line, he could have gotten so many kills. But it doesn't seem like they'll do much now. Man. Because the pathing you won't get the Liquidator. Oh man, that's such a waste. Like he broke through this was like perfect. But execution wasn't the best. It's the right idea, but not the right execution. Oh, he's gonna break through here now. Okay, interrupted by the knights. What is Ghetto doing? This has to be have been a misclick. Now you'll see Akkal going ahead in villagers. Though he's still in the feudal age. Seems to have gotten control over his economy again. Though he's flooding gold at this point. So I might have to make a market to go up. He's fighting knights with feudal age, men at arms and scouts. That's never a good sign. Yeah, I think honestly Akkal lost this game too. So Ghetto is a bit shaky with his villagers. Unless this is just mind games and he's just using his villagers as bait. Nah, I doubt that. He definitely lost more villagers than he should have. Ah, Carl actually going for a tower here. This one wood line that he's using. It's a very good tower position. If he could have done it earlier. Actually, I would have made a tower further down here, closer to gold. If he ever made it right here, or here maybe, where he might have been out of sight from Ghetto. As you see, right here. If he's undetected, could be a perfect tower here to deny both gold and wood. But it's too late, it seems. Okay, he's repositioning it. That's good. And he's not going for the triple barracks again. It's a bad sign. It's basically a repeat of the previous game. Except even worse actually. It kind of looked better with the break-in. Ah, and the tower's gonna get denied as well. Ah, it's too bad. Trying to cast Ledge, but too late I fear. Yeah. Looks very similar to the first game. So, Akkal is actually doing some good knight production now. Actually fighting him back. Can he do a comeback? Economies aren't that different. He could actually make a comeback here. Those barracks are starting to look pretty useless. Yeah, there's just too much momentum for Ghetto. It's tough. Yeah, I don't think Akkal will have enough room to breathe there. And he calls it GG. So Ghetto wins this set 2-0. I think Akkal has the right idea, but he has to focus a bit more on keeping his eco going. I used to have the same problem where I wouldn't produce villagers. And he makes too many production buildings too soon, I think. Without enough eco to back it up. So the statistics. So, GG, Akkal and GhettoLiquidator. Thanks for watching.